Airtel 4G Co presents The Calling, co-powered by Sony Bravia OLED and Swiggy.
Super crazy to be here, right?
I can't believe we're in a city right
This
now.
is
Surreal.
fourth place. I can't actually wait to get started to see what Bengaluru has to offer. I was like in the flight and when I was landing over here, I was kind of just thinking about how large India really is, right?
It's like you just travel a few hours and everything changes. The topography, the weather.
The weather's been perfect. It's like a Goldilocks situation, right? We had the really cold, really hot. Now I feel this is just right. I think the first thing that hits you about being back in a city is just the sensory overload, right? Like the other landscapes are a treat for the senses. This is just an assault on the senses.
I can't say that I'm not a little happy to be here because I'm gonna go to the parlor and do some girly shit sometimes. So I'm just, you can't do that
And
when you're not in the city.
Wi-Fi and network too, right?
You know,
Like,
That I
surprisingly,
can actually live without.
Yeah, I don't miss that. Like, I love having no network. Well, it's great, right? Like, because you get to come back into connectivity and like get connected. But like, what are you really getting connected to? I actually miss the mountains more right now. I miss my phone not ringing.
What I'm getting in exchange is something much greater, which is exactly why I like immersing myself in nature.
Once the show's over, your phone's gonna be there, but like these memories aren't going to remain
going
if
to
you
come
don't
back.
like burn them into your brains.
True.
Wait, I think I just got the message. It's challenge time.
Oh no.
Wait, what's it?
High-tech
should I read it out?
sensors.
Yeah, read it out.
Namaskara viewers, welcome to Bengaluru, the city of IT parks, gardens and dosas. This task involves an obstacle course, an ATV and lots of boxes. Your task is to flatten the boxes while riding the ATV. Each box has certain points. The traveler who scores the maximum number of points in 90 seconds will win the next grand experience and also 1,000 miles. Gear up for your ATV ride. Good luck!
I mean, we just drove
so
a tractor.
cool. I know.
Now it's an ATV. You guys just drove a plane.
Yeah, ATV's up my alley, definitely up my
Yeah?
alley. Yeah, I've done it before.
Yes.
It's super fun. It's really thrilling to kind of get through
Oh man.
the whole thing.
Before the task in Bangalore, Atmaj was at the lead with 2,800. I came in second at 2,700 and Gaurav was at 2,600. Again, just a 100-mile difference between each of us.
It doesn't feel like it's that far apart, but that's, where the difference starts to matter.
It just takes one challenge for the tables to turn. And that's what keeps you at the top of your game.
It's not just the topography that keeps changing. Challenges change, and the more we learn, the more we experience through these challenges, the more our mindset changes going into these challenges.
Okay, then.
So how are we going to decide first, second, third? We've exhausted our initial permutation.
Do you want to do the number game?
So this time we changed up how we selected who went first. Preeti put her fingers behind her back and, had a number, and Atmaj said the name of the person. And lucky me, I got to go first.
90 seconds, yes, and we need to
Flatten boxes.
flatten those boxes, not even
Basically
just
a real-life video game that we've got going on. This was the first sort of really action-heavy task, so to speak. I was definitely apprehensive about the speed and control at first. I very gingerly sort of accelerated without moving too fast. I was trying to ride it maybe like a bike and have that kind of turning radius.
I had no strategy or plan technically in mind. I was just like, knock the boxes down. I started going really fast because like my thing is speed, right? I was genuinely unsure of how it's gonna feel when you knock the boxes down. When you hit the box, it's just like... But towards the end, I was just kind of like knocking the boxes down and just like aim. I was just really scared I'd run out of time. I saw him blast through everything.
just went for it.
Through
He
the
was like,
tires,
"God,
through everything. I was just like,
everything."
that doesn't seem wise.
The reason I blasted was like, I want to flatten these damn boxes. I didn't want to risk just,
Yeah.
like
Knock them
pushing
over.
them over on the side. I played my fair share of video games, and that's really what it felt like. I was like, I have to have a strategy. I need to know, which points I want to hit. Okay, I can see there are a few 5, 10 pointer boxes in this first part of the track, but I bet there are like 20 pointer, 30 pointer, 40 pointer boxes, lying further ahead.
After Amritsar, what I noticed was that when Gaurav won, he became a lot more competitive. I think that's what a win does to you over here. Like once you finally win one of these challenges, your head starts coming into the game.
I think what also kind of hit us is that, till then we'd had, say, about 15 minutes or 20 minutes to complete challenges. And all of a sudden, it was brought down to 90 seconds. And that seems like a really, really short amount of time.
Also, we didn't know the
I guess
length
it's
of
that.
the track,
Yeah, we
right?
didn't know the
More than
length.
anything, we had no idea how
Yeah.
long it was going to be. So I think the mystery of that, not really knowing where the boxes were and how to spend your time, really played into it.
Speed over precision, goddamn. And I hate these challenges because they're all becoming like you have to choose.
You have to be really strategic about it.
It's one of the same things like in the tractor, how you're like, I was going fast, but then like I screwed up that one tiny precision, so it all comes down to that. I feel like this whole speed over precision thing is going to come back to bite me in the ass.
How about you, Preeti? Let's come to you.
You guys kind of saw what happened to me back there. Oh God, I can't breathe.
It's actually, there is really nothing to it. If you think
I don't know why this is happening.
it happens to the best of us. Keep breathing.
Fine, half an hour back. When you're having an anxiety attack, you cannot reason with yourself. At least I cannot reason with myself. Even if there's a voice in my head telling me, Preeti, there is nothing to be anxious about, it doesn't change the fact that your body is responding in a certain way. I couldn't understand what was happening to me.
I don't think we realized why her reaction was so intense. I mean, and there was, it turns out there was baggage there. She'd had an accident earlier with a two-wheeler, and this was very similar to that.
And that had left me immobile for a while. I think it triggered that memory in me, and I was a melting puddle of panic.
Keep breathing.
What is happening?
You're having a minor freak out and it's fine. It happens.
I think it reached a crescendo at one point where I couldn't feel my arms and legs and I was blacking out. And seriously, I really have to thank the two of you for helping me get back.
It was all that much, man.
Yeah,
I
man,
was very impressed.
I couldn't have done it.
I've had my fair share of them, so I know exactly how to deal with them.
I'm genuinely so grateful to Atmaj. That guy, he made me get up and get onto that ATV. He held my hands and he made sure I was brought back to reality.
Go, go, go! Come on!
When I was on the track, I was literally talking to myself. I'm like, don't think, just go. You've done this before. You can try. Just go, just do it. Turn, hit that one.
Nice! Crush him!
I went on my round and I was like, okay, slow and steady. Just focus on the boxes. Breach the 90-second mark. Screw it. Just do it.
But that was actually a really wise move.
Yeah, we saw you like
Because I
reversing
think-
and flattening
yeah.
things. We were like, shit, we should have done that.
Because I think
Yeah, I was actually afraid I would fall off that edge. So I'm like, break.
Oh, that's what was going on. Oh, shit. After watching you, I think going slowly actually ensured that the boxes were,
Really? I don't
crushed
even know
under
if
the
I
thing.
flattened them or not. I really had to pick my path. It was more like an on-the-go sort of a strategy where you have to keep thinking on your feet to see which turn will get you the most points because ultimately it's your score that matters. So I go up, I see like this whole pyramid of boxes and I'm like, okay, cool, you want to go slow and steady, you also want to not drive around too much, take that. That looks like a gold mine.
Nice! I was pretty confident that she would do it, knowing everything I know about her. Had she not done it, I'm pretty sure she would have been disappointed in herself at having let that opportunity go.
Oh, we got our times.
who wants to go first?
I got 125 points.
I got 195.
Nice, killed it. Why are you laughing? Did you win?
I did.
Oh wow, well done.
Are you serious? Oh my God. My biggest accomplishment was actually being able to complete the challenge in the first place. This was a bit unexpected, but definitely the icing on the cake.
Your bucket list is floating up in the air over the pink city, Jaipur, in a hot air balloon.
Wow.
Bang.
That's beautiful.
That's one of my things on my bucket list for a while.
So I'm really happy for Preeti. And I mean it. I'm so glad she was able to do that. I'm so glad that she was able to have that experience of feeling like the underdog and actually, you know, overcoming the thing and winning. Like, and you could see it on her face.
You're not afraid of air balloons, are you?
No.
Okay.
Hey!
Just checking. Hey, listen. Like, when it comes to strategy and when it comes to the kind of game anyone's playing, it's really not that kind of show, to be honest, you know, because no one's really getting into it to get dirty and like, mujhe jeetna hai kind of a thing. And also, I think like it's just been 4 places, so I don't think it's really hit anyone yet, and no one's really become like, it's a competition. Because we're still like, oh wow, flowers.
I have to say it now, don't I?
I think we've come to that point.
One thing that I love about travel is experiencing something through the eyes of someone else, because that's what opens your perspective and broadens your mind. That's what travel is all about for me, and that's why I'm going with the vintage cars, because it was absolutely different and blew my mind in a very different way. So it was a hard decision, but I had to choose.
Congratulations.
So the bucket list for this one is a hot air balloon ride over the pink city of Jaipur.
Every odd day, I keep on putting up a post with a hot air balloon being like, I wish I was there, I wish I was there. So to finally be able to be on a hot air balloon is absolutely ridiculous.
So the balloons weren't inflated yet. When I saw the first burst of flame just going straight into the balloon, it was like it came alive. It just reminded me of a giant that's waking up from a deep slumber. The minute we took off into the air, every bit of tiredness that we had in our body, it was left behind. It was just happiness and excitement.
When you actually just stop for a second and you take the entire scenery, you actually realize just how beautiful everything around you is. For that moment, like time stops, and the rays of the sun, when they hit you, the warmth that you feel over there is absolutely magnificent. It was genuinely like the cherry on top of the cake for me.
So we're all travelers, and we're all extremely greedy travelers, because we genuinely want to do everything. But the sad truth is that in experiences like these, you know, the bucket list experiences, there can only be 2 of us. And that does make us feel a little bad somewhere. But it's actually in moments like these, like when you step into the hot air balloon and you've taken off and you're floating above the pink city, that you just tend to leave all of that behind. You just forget all of that and you're in that moment and it's beautiful. That's, I think, when you realize that everything is just worth it. It's magnificent.